Hi and welcome to another Rhino tutorial. Today we're going to be doing a flower relief design. I was approached by one of my subscribers asking me how to model a relief to produce in the CNC router, so I made this tutorial. This is a reference image for what we want to do, and we also have a 2D drawing of the relief, which in this case are roses. So if we go to Rhino, on the top view, we can insert our image, just type in picture frame. Then you select your image and place it in the file. In this case, let's give it a while to load. And then what I like to do is actually change this this object into a different layer and lock it so we don't select it. Now we're gonna be doing different this rose right here. So what I like to do, first of all, I'll change the color of the layer so I can clearly see what I'm drawing. I'm gonna start doing the profile of the petal. So I'm just gonna be clicking the points to create the shape of the petal. And just really quick, you can actually take your time on doing this quickly for the sake of the tutorial. And as well, you might want to do every individual, maybe petals, maybe have like 3 or 4 different petals that you can actually modify the scale, rotate, and use them differently so they don't look all the same. This tutorial I'm just going to be doing one and copy them and rotating them around to use them. So now that I have the curve, I like to select the curve and do a planar surface. Now with the planar surface, it's just a flat plane with the profile of the petal. But we're going to be rebuilding the surface. Sorry, my computer's a little bit slow today. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be rebuilding the surface. So you step rebuild, and it's going to give you some options to rebuild your curve with different points. The U and B's are the points. They run on different directions. So I'm just gonna go with a low count of points. I'm just gonna go with 6 by 6. You can preview it and you're gonna see that this is the grid that you're getting. If you want to increase the points, it's gonna give you more points to choose from, and so forth. You can actually add more details into your model. I'll just go with 6 points running on each direction. And then when you select your surface and you turn on the control points, what I'm going to be doing is moving these points along the front and right views, so I retain the same shape of the petal. If I move this around the top view, if you see, it's going to distort the shape, and we don't want that. So let's start. This is the center of the petal, so this edges should be actually raised. I'm just going to select these points, move them up a little bit, so you can see that it's actually curving up on this side, and the same way here. This is a really quick technique to produce the reliefs. To get more detail, you can model the petal, but since we're just going to be using a flat relief of the petal, I think this is more efficient in your time. Modeling the actual petal might take forever, or might take you a while in this case that you have so many to do. And we're just going to be moving some points to create a surface that is a little more organic, and just go and start moving the points, creating the shape that you want. maybe moving them up and down until you have something that looks more or less what you are striving for. It's always good not to have all the points, like if you see at the beginning I move all the points up, they're straight up, they're constructing a straight line. And just always check back into your front and right views just to make sure you have no flat curves. Also, use the shift command to keep your points on place from the top view, and I think this should be good enough. We're just giving some delicate curves into the surface. So now once you have your surface, I usually move them up a little bit out of the surface, out of the plane, out of the base of the model, and I do a silhouette of the shape, so it gives me a curve that goes around the petal. Now what I'm gonna create is I'm gonna create a curve between these two silhouettes. So I'm gonna enable the near O snap and just create one single curve from one curve to the other one. It's good if you keep them straight. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna be modifying it. We're gonna rebuild the points on the curve. 5 points should be fine. And then if you turn your points, you can actually adjust the profile of this curve along the right view. And we're just gonna be doing, once you're done, just disable the snaps. We're just gonna be doing a profile that goes with the flower, with the petal, along with the same curve. So just gonna shape it a little bit to come back into the surface smoothly. And once you have your curve, we're gonna be using the sweep to command, the sweep to rails. So use type sweep to, and this is gonna create a surface between the two curves, the two silhouettes that we produce with this profile. So we select each curve as the rails, and then the section that is gonna give us, is gonna revolve around the curves. Then this is the outcome of the shape. It's okay. And we have here our 3D petal. Now we can also make a planar surface here at the bottom to close the solid. Make it a solid. Then we can select 3 surfaces, run the command join to make them one single object.